Hey, what's up, fam? Going to get at chapters 8, 9, and 10 for the Fairy Tale Happy Adventure. I want to say, though, at one point this actually got me. One of the chapters, I think chapter 8, actually got me laughing. Essentially, this elephant guy comes back, this dude, LF, after Happy's like figuring out more how to use the Smile Heart, seeing the points that he's got and the points that he needs. He's got 83 at the start of chapter 8, and he needs another 1,000. So I wonder if it's actually 1,000 total or if it's 1,000 more, because it's like it'd be weird if all right, you need 1,083 points, weird number, and then something about a place called Secret Garden on it, which I think we find out later. I don't remember entirely, but this guy Elf comes back who is upset that Happy has been named the hero, and he's like, I like this part where he's just like, you announce yourself as the great hero, and Happy's like, I'm not that great. I didn't ask for this. It kind of was put upon me. You get a really interesting part that I was talking about that actually made me laugh. Uh, Literally laugh, not just in my head. I outright chuckled about when they're talking about the legend of the hero. He was kind of be this blue creature with white wings, and you can't tell because the chapters are in obviously black and white, but the elephant is blue. This elephant guy is blue, and they note it on the page in a little text box telling you, it's black white. The dude's blue, and the next page you see him kind of like flap out his big elephant ears, and he refers to them as white wings, which I thought was pretty funny. That actually got me, but Happy actually has wings, and this dude seems pretty pissed off about it and wants to challenge him. And the whole village kind of like sets up this whole competition to see exactly who's the true hero between them. And you see all the people that Happy is kind of inspired prior to that, and they like Happy. They don't really like Elf. He seems kind of vain. You get a flashback later of him. He's smart. He's pretty strong. He's helped people, but he does it more for the idea of being the hero, which definitely becomes more of his downfall. Once they pretty much have to race up this mountain and do tasks while they're going up there. First thing they come across is this old man sloth who's got to pick up all these apples, which I don't even know how long that would take. Like an elderly sloth man, it's going to take him all day just to pick up a couple apples. And the elf has pretty much figured out like, oh, this is a test. I need to do this. And he's just like, this is gonna look really good on me. I'm gonna be able to get this done, and it's gonna be points added to me being a hero. Whereas Happy just helps the guy, and he's just like, oh, also I need you to put them in these buckets that are on these hills that are like right next to him. And Happy isn't able to use his wings, but the elephant guy isn't able to use his trunk, so they're both kind of at a disadvantage here. But this is actually a really funny part because what we know about Happy is he's definitely at heart very nice, but he's still a little bit trolly, a little bit petty at times. And when the elephant dude he pretty much says his ear's itchy and flaps out his big ass ear to knock Happy down in order to pretty much cheat. So Happy's like, "Oh, I gotta stretch my wings, otherwise I'll get sick." So he like flaps his wings and just like pushes the dude over with the air current and like gusts from it, which I thought was pretty funny. And it develops into Happy just being pissed off at this guy because he keeps screwing with him, which I thought was good. Then they have to like pull some old ladies up to like a little tea hut, and the little like last task is this. I think he's a monkey dude who fell off the side of a cliff, and he's hanging from this branch. And Elif is like, I gotta try and help this guy, but I can't use my nose to reach him. He can't reach him with his arms. He's like, I could use my nose to reach him, but then I'd be disqualified. And he's like going through his head of what exactly he should do, whether or not he should, climb down to try and help him, risk being seen of violating the rules. And while this is all happening, Happy swoops in, flies over, grabs the dude, and helps him. And even though he's disqualified, it's revealed obviously that the difference between the two of them is when the tasks were kind of presented to them, Ella figured out that they were tests, whereas Happy was just helping people. Just being a kind little pure-hearted kid, and that's what really turns it over for him in the end. Is the difference between them was that Happy was just acting out of kindness, whereas Elif was just trying to do it to make himself look good, earn hero points. And they're like, you got to think more for your heart and less with your head when it comes to being a hero. And he's like, you're right. I need to learn to be dumber like Happy in order to be a hero. And Happy's just like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? It was pretty good. Happy obviously won because he showed actually being a true hero in the whole mess of things of it just being more out of the goodness of your heart rather than looking good. And but even though the elephant is like admitted defeat, he still hasn't given up. He decided to go on a training mission of his own and then come back and try again. And then the chapter ends with the conflict of the next little adventure, which is some animal guy looking for the little rabbit girl from the I think the first little task that began. I think her name was Elma or something. But anyway, pretty interesting, fun. Like I said, I like seeing this flesh out Happy's character. Tell me in the comments what you think about these stories and this little spinoff. And maybe check out my other videos, subscribe, and like if you enjoy this kind of content. I appreciate everyone who's already subscribed. But otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Bye.